All right, Donald Trump taking aim at free trade. The presumptive GOP nominee outlining a 7-point plan on how he plans to bring jobs back to America and bashing Clinton for her policies. Listen.
Hillary Clinton and her campaign of fear will try to spread the lie that these actions will start a trade war. We already have a trade war, and we're losing badly.
All right, here now, Dan Henninger, deputy editorial page editor for the Wall Street Journal, and Marjorie Clifton, former consultant to the Obama campaign and Clifton Consulting founder. Dan, is he calling for a trade war? You saw a lot of those points, particularly the points about China and how they've violated all of these past measures on currency and trade, and how he's going to give it to them higher tariffs and higher taxes.
Well, I think what he's calling for is rearranging the deck chairs on the trade Titanic, or at least as he sees it. He wants to renegotiate NAFTA, the free trade agreement with Mexico and Canada, though interestingly, he didn't mention either of those countries by name. I'm not sure what his complaint is with NAFTA. He's really angry about the China being brought into the World Trade Organization. And, David, I think he's making a strong populist appeal to people who've been hurt by manufacturing in the United States. The question is, how will he be able to step up and fulfill these promises? Because if he wants to bring manufacturing of, say, steel, coal mining back to the United States, prices in the United States are going to rise for electronics, furniture, food, and the like.
You raise taxes and prices go up. Marjorie, I got to switch to you because there's also a big question about Hillary Clinton. How does Hillary get to the left of Donald Trump on trade? Seems like he's taken a position that's exactly where Bernie Sanders was.
Right. It's kind of baffling everyone at this point. And I think there's a little bit of political brokering happening on the Democratic side when it comes to trade right now. And I think that Trump's positions are a little bit bizarre. I mean, frankly, he belongs in the UK right now.
They're no more bizarre, Marjorie, forgive me, they're no more bizarre than Bernie Sanders were. I mean, they're basically the same. And I'm just wondering how Hillary convinces some of the Democratic Party, particularly Sanders supporters, that she's on their side when Trump sounds more like Sanders than she does.
Well, agreed. And I think the safe space has to do with where trade intersects with diplomacy and where we operate as a global nation. And I think most people who understand both economics but also understand, frankly, where we are right now on the global stage when it comes to relationships and global relationships, and sort of the adage of keep your enemies and friends as close as the other, because we're in a much better suited position operating with a lot of these competitors than we are isolating them. And I think that's
you don't want to empower people that are hurting you, but at the same time, I get your point. Dan and Marjorie, I'd love to talk more about this, but we had so much breaking news, we've got to move on. Thank you both.